Coming up on CPTV, SPLAT uses their skills to create and sell CP spiritware, the Stray Dogs host their second annual improv invitational, and the music department tunes up for a week of concerts in advance of competition season. CPTV is up next.
Hi, I'm Olivia Bianco.
And I'm Sarah Frey.
Welcome to CPTV. Kirsten Robinson will have your 5-day weather forecast, and Armando Bracco will bring us CP sports highlights.
Here's what's happening at Crown Point High School.
Ticket sales for this year's prom have been extended until 5 o'clock tonight. The dance, themed A Night in Neverland, will take place on April 27th, beginning with the Grand March at CPHS starting at 4:30 p.m. Following the march, the dance will take place at Avalon Manor and will serve dinner, have photo booths, and a candy buffet. Tickets cost $75 per person and may only be purchased online. A link to purchase can be found on the CPHS homepage. Last week, the music department wrapped their annual ISMA concert series. These concerts were designed to help students prepare for the annual Indiana State School Music Association organizational contest. This past week, the symphonic band, chorale, and intermediate orchestra traveled to Hanover Middle School, where they placed gold, gold with distinction, and gold respectively.
These concerts, anytime we get out and perform, it's a great chance for us to get into what athletes would call a game situation. You know, it's easier when we're just rehearsing in front of nobody because there's no pressure. But as soon as you get people in front of you, you've got that same pressure, and then we get the sound from the audience as well, and sometimes we get like silence like tonight, which is wonderful. But it gives them an idea of what it's going to be like when they do have that pressure on them at organizational contest or state qualification.
More practice is always more help. We go to organizational contests on Saturday, so the more performances the better, and the more practice the better, and we're just improving every single day, and I'm really excited.
There's a kind of a litmus test of a whole bunch of songs that you can choose off that group list to kind of be a quality control for what difficulty music you're going to be playing. And then we go and we perform in front of these judges, and they kind of evaluate us on those same 9 categories, those 9 learning goals, on how well did we do on all that stuff that the rubric says we should be doing. And they sit back there kind of as a golf announcer, and so they critique us, but there's also kind of an idea that they're there to provide feedback on how we can improve. So we do our 3 songs, we come back, we listen to their comments, we look at their scores, and we try to figure out, okay, we're not doing this concept well enough, we need to work on that for the future.
The concert really helped us because in the beginning with the sight reading, it'll really help us at ISMA, especially. It's pretty similar with the sight reading. Also, it's good to just hear ourselves during the concert and get a better idea of what we need to do, what we need to fix, and what we overall need to improve.
In an effort to keep their club dues free, the club known as SPLAT, which stands for Screen Printing, Photography, Lithography, Advertising Design, and Technology, is fundraising by selling their student-made CP spiritware, which includes clothing such as t-shirts and sweatshirts during lunches this week. Here's CPTV's John Lieber with more.
The SPLAT Club is continuing their 2019 fundraising season this week by selling CP spiritware t-shirts and sweatshirts. Their monetary goal for this week is $150, but if they surpass that goal, the money will go to next year's club. With only 3 days left to get your spiritware, this is how you can get it.
Club members will be at the lunches selling them, taking your orders. The prices are $8 for a short sleeve t-shirt, $17 for a hoodie. If you need a different size, maybe a youth or maybe 2XL, 3XL, we can order those and have them to you within a week's time.
So first we pre-make the screens in the darkroom. We put a design in there. And then we get our hoodies, put a little bit of nonstick spray on them. And then you lower the screens, and then we slowly move the ink towards us. And then we lift it up, and then we do it twice over, just so the ink gets in there. And then we put it in the dryer 3 times around.
You've only got 3 days left to get your CP spiritware t-shirt or sweatshirt. But for right now, I'm going to stick with the sweatshirt. For CPTV, I'm Jonathan LIEBER.
Crown Point High School's 2019 graduation ceremony will be held on Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m. on the football field, weather permitting. Tickets cost $5 per person and will only be sold online starting Saturday, April 27th at 8 a.m. A CPHS student ID number will be required to purchase the tickets online. A link will be posted on the CPHS homepage to purchase tickets. We might have had a taste of nice spring weather this past weekend, but today's temperatures have brought us back to reality.
Here's CPTV's Kirsten Robinson with what you can expect in this week's forecast.
This past weekend started the beginning of spring-like temperatures. But is that something we can expect in Crown Point throughout today? Well, cloudy skies will persist throughout your day. At noon, it will be 49 degrees with rain and clouds in the area, and by 3 o'clock, the same conditions will persist and temperatures will drop to 44. The temperature will continue to drop throughout the afternoon and evening, and the rain will move out of the area just for a bit. For the rest of the week, temperatures will be in the low 50s with precipitation. Enjoy your day, everyone. Sarah, Olivia?
Thanks, Kirsten. That's April in Northwest Indiana for you.
Track and field were rained out at the end of last week, but all other CP sports teams were in action over the weekend. Here's CPTV's Armando Bracco with your CP sports highlights.
We are currently in the spring sports season, and you can just about find at least one of CP's teams in action on any given day. Last week, the softball team took on Munster at home in what turned out to be a 3-0 loss, giving the girls their second loss of the season. Maggie Ballantyne led the girls with 2 of their 4 hits, one of which was a triple. Anna Holloway also had a triple, while Zoe Reddick had a double. However, that wasn't enough, as the girls failed to get any runs on the board, and their next game is today at home at 4:30 against LaPorte. The baseball team had a busy weekend with 3 games down in Lafayette. They started off with an 11-5 win over Lafayette Jefferson. CP had 11 hits total in the game, and Jonathan Subotnick, Alex Rich, and Christian Mojica all had doubles. The boys then went on to play McCutcheon in what turned out to be a 9-2 win. Lindemann had 5 strikeouts and only allowed 2 hits while pitching 6 innings on the mound. The boys had triples from Alex Rich and Jonathan Subotnick while also getting doubles from Gene Kolaric, Tim Darche, and Jonathan Subotnick in what was a total of 14 hits. The boys went on to grab a 3rd win on the weekend with a 14-4 victory over Lafayette Harrison. Zach Stubich, Drew Horton, and Jonathan Subotnick had doubles for the boys in the game. Jacob Bassa had 6 strikeouts and 4 hits allowed in 4 innings on the mound. The boys had a total of 37 hits in 3 games in what was a very good weekend. The boys golf team won the Harrison Invite by a total of 6 strokes this past weekend. The boys beat out 15 other teams by shooting a .304 as a team. Leading the way was Finn Kiger with a 77 and Bryant Callender with a 79. The girls' tennis team traveled to Hobart this past Monday and managed to pull off a 3-2 win. The girls gained points from Emily Ree, winning at 2 singles 7-5, 6-0, and both the doubles teams won each with a score of 6-2, 6-2. And that's it for sports.
Over the weekend, the Stray Dogs Improv Group hosted their 2nd annual Northwest Indiana Improv Invitational. 5 schools, including Munster, Highland, Valpo, Hanover Central, and Crown Point, participated in the event, which included a performance by a professional improv group. The students also participated in workshops to improve their improv skills.
The interesting thing about advanced applied improv is it teaches kids how to go ahead and use improv to gain things like scholarships, to get yourself a good job, and also performance gigs when you leave high school. Because you can either look in the paper for something that you want to do, or you can go ahead and manufacture your own show. And so what I'm doing is showing these kids how to interview successfully there.
I would love to be a comedic cartoonist one day. I'd love to have my own animated show. Like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. It can also help you with getting a job, interviewing, just coming up with quick on-the-spot things to say, while also being truthful.
It helps people that want to do this as a profession, because a lot of teachers and people that are here, they take students into different rooms and teach them certain aspects of it. But all of it together just helps a lot of the kids who want to do this as a real job be able to get more experience with it, and also helps them connect with more people in the business.
That's it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in and being with us.
Remember, you can view all of our past episodes on crowntownmedia.org.
You can also follow us on Twitter at CrownTMedia.
For Armando Bracco, Kirsten Robinson, and all of us here at CPTV, I'm Sarah Frey.
And I'm Olivia Bianco.
See you soon.
Take care.